Hello, you're listening to Environmental Soup through the facilities of Trent Radio, or you may be listening online on YouTube or on my Substack, Environmental Soup Archives. And today I will talk about the Environmental Registry. Specifically, I will talk about data centers, which is in the Environmental Registry. I will look at I will mention all of the items in the Environmental Registry which are open for comment, which are policy, regulations, or acts. So I will start that now. I'm just changing my screen. So I have those 13 results. There was a request for Ministerial Zoning Order to amend Ontario's Regulation 91/23. And this has the number 0251096, and you can comment on this until November 16th, 2025. And I will quickly look at some of the details. A ministerial zoning order overrides planning details, planning regulations. The second one is accelerating and improving protections for Ontario's drinking water sources. This has number 025-1060. And you can comment on this until November 19th, 2025. There's the third one, request for Ministerial Zoning Order to amend Ontario Regulation 91/23. And you can comment on this until November 16th, 2025. And this has a number of 025-1096. And there was amendments to the Planning Act and City of Toronto Act 2006 / reducing red tape and the burden to build training centers. This has the number 025-1159. You can comment on this until November 16th, 2025. There's the request for an amendment to Ministerial Zoning Order, Ontario Regulation 125/25. This has number 025-1143, and you can comment on this until November 14th, 2025. And the reason why you want to comment on these is because the government of Ontario is required by the Environmental Bill of Rights to consider comments on many of these proposals. And the Environmental Bill of Rights is an important piece of legislation. And the next item is request for municipal zoning order MZO to restrict building heights to protect a biomanufacturing campus in the city of Toronto. This has a number of 025-1108, and you can comment on this until November 13th, 2025. And there was expanding protected areas in Ontario. Additional sites proposed to be regulated under the Provincial Parks and Conservation Reserves Act 2006. This has a number of 019-9306, and you can comment on this until November 24th, 2025. Those refining a protected corridor of land for future electricity transmission infrastructure in the northwest Greater Toronto area. This has a number 025-1133, and you can comment on this until November 9th, 2025. The request for municipal zoning order for secondary school and mixed-use development in the town of Bradford, West Gwillimbury. This has a number of 025-1117, and this can be commented until November 7th, 2025. And there's proposed regulation under the Ontario Heritage Act archaeology exemption criteria. This has a number 025-1081. You can comment on this until November 16th, 2025. And consultation on proposed special economic zones. This has a number 025-1077. You can comment on this until November 16th, 2025. There's the proposal to amend OWIG 509/18 Energy and Water Efficiency Appliances and Products under the Electricity Act 1998. This has a number 025-1068, and you can comment on this until October 26, 2025. Then there was the proposed legislative and regulatory amendments to enable the Species Conservation Act 2025. This has a number 025-0909. This is a significant item in environmental impacting the environment a lot, especially species at risk. Then there was developing guidance on Section 16 activities under the Species Conservation Act 2025. This has the number 025-0908, and you can comment on this until November 10th, 2025. And I did highlight this in a previous episode of Environmental Soup. And the one that I'm focusing on today is new requirements for data centers seeking to connect to the electricity grid in Ontario, 025-1001, and you can comment on this until November 4th, 2025. And I think data centers are